Chapter 6. Fear and the Future Self. Not all uncomfortable thoughts are the same. Some prowl aimlessly like wild animal, seeking to distract or overwhelm you. Others are sharp and persistent, tapping gently yet firmly on your shoulder. These thoughts aren't here to derail you. They're here to guide you. Think of them as messages from your future self, urging you to pay attention, take action, and stay aligned with your desired path. This chapter is about learning to recognize these valid thoughts, distinguish them from distractions, and transform them into tools for prevention, creation, and balance. It's also about understanding fear as a meter, teaching you when to proceed cautiously and when to act boldly. Your future self, the messenger. Imagine your future self, a wiser, more experienced version of you, standing behind you, gently tapping your shoulder. They have already lived through the consequences of your current choices and are offering you insight to either avoid a misstep or seize an opportunity. These valid thoughts are their way of saying, you can stop this problem before it even begins. Take this step now to create the outcome you desire. Proceed carefully. This choice could lead to unnecessary challenges. By listening to these thoughts, you align your present actions with the future you want to create. Examples of future self-guidance. Avoidance of trouble. If you're procrastinating on a project, your future self might remind you of the regret and stress you'll feel later if you don't start now. Maximizing opportunities. If you've been hesitant to act on a new idea, your future self might nudge you to take the leap, knowing it could lead to significant growth. Practicing caution. If you're rushing into something too quickly, your future self might warn you to pause and reflect to avoid unnecessary risks. Fear as a meter and teacher. Fear is not your enemy. It's a tool. It acts as a meter, measuring your position on a spectrum that ranges from peace and joy to panic and paralysis. Properly interpreted, fear is your precognitive ability and the mind's way of signaling areas where caution, preparation, or action is needed. The emotional spectrum. Picture emotions on this spectrum, with peace and joy at one end and panic and fear at the other. Where you fall on this scale determines your state of mind and your ability to act effectively. For example, peace and joy. These feelings signal alignment, clarity, and flow. They are your natural state when you're in balance. Caution and awareness. Midway on the spectrum, these feelings act as protective mechanisms, helping you stay vigilant without succumbing to fear. Panic and fear. These feelings are survival instincts, warning you of potential danger. However, when left unchecked, they can paralyze you. Your goal is to spend most of your time on the positive side of this spectrum while using caution and fear as tools, not barriers. Fear often acts as a warning, pushing you to adjust your course to remain on the preferred side of this spectrum. There are all types of fears, even fear of the unknown. As you build confidence, clarity, caution, and experience, you will curve effortlessly around fears and make use of the counsel from your future self. Your use of this precognitive ability determines where you are on that scale. Fear, caution, power, and balance. Fear, caution, power, and balance. Life presents you with 4 key challenges, each offering lessons that shape your ability to grow and thrive. 1. Fear, the first barrier, signaling areas where caution or action is needed. Lesson, face fear head on to uncover its message and neutralize its control. 2. Caution surety. Conquering fear builds confidence, but unchecked confidence can lead to recklessness. Caution tempers confidence, ensuring you proceed wisely. Lesson, balance confidence with careful observation and calculated action. 3. Power. Confidence and caution together create power, the ability to act decisively and intentionally. However, power misuse leads to destruction. Lesson, use power to create, not violate. Understand its limits and responsibilities. 4. Balance. The ultimate challenge is maintaining harmony between these forces. Balance ensures sustainable growth, respect for your environment, and alignment with your purpose. Lesson, balance is the foundation of mastery. Missteps in any area can disrupt the entire structure. Using valid thoughts for prevention and creation. Valid thoughts aren't just about reacting, they allow you to stay ahead, addressing potential issues before they arise and creating the future you desire. 1. Prevention. A thought about neglecting a task can prompt you to act, avoiding last-minute stress. A sense of unease about a decision can encourage further investigation, preventing mistakes. to creation. Fear of stagnation can inspire you to set ambitious goals. A valid thought about an opportunity can push you to take bold, proactive steps. These thoughts are like a map, guiding you toward the outcomes you want and steering you away from undesired results. When valid thoughts arise, they are gifts from your future self, offering the chance to improve your trajectory. Steps to engage with valid thoughts. 1. Acknowledge the thought. Pause and give it your attention. 2. Ask questions. What is this thought trying to tell me? Is there an action I can take to change the outcome? 3. Plan the first step. Break the action into manageable steps. Start small if necessary. 4. Act immediately. Even a tiny step forward can reduce stress and create momentum. 5. Reflect. After addressing the thought, evaluate its impact. Did your action make a difference? Fear and the tap on the shoulder. Fear is often the voice of your future self warning you of potential danger. However, fear can be a double-edged sword. Too much fear paralyzes you, preventing action. Too little fear may lead to overconfidence, causing you to overlook critical risks. Balance fear with confidence and caution. When fear arises, ask yourself if it's highlighting a valid concern. Use caution to temper your confidence, ensuring you don't rush into traps. Recognize that fear, when balanced, becomes a guide rather than a hindrance. Practical exercise. Listening to your future self. 1. Journal your thoughts. Write down uncomfortable or fearful thoughts as they arise. 2. Label each thought. Determine if it's valid or unproductive. 3. Plan the action. For valid thoughts, outline steps you can take. For others, practice letting go. 4. Visualize your future self. Picture them offering you advice. What guidance are they giving? 5. Reflect weekly. How has acting on valid thoughts improved your life? Embracing the tap. Uncomfortable thoughts are not your enemy. They are your greatest ally. They remind you of your power to shape your life, prevent problems, and create opportunities. By recognizing and responding to these taps on the shoulder, you build a stronger connection with your future self and align your actions with your highest potential. This is about balance. Balancing fear with courage, caution with confidence, and power with responsibility. When you embrace the tap on your shoulder, you unlock the wisdom to live in harmony with your desired future. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to sustain this alignment and elevate your connection to both your body and mind, equipping you to navigate life's challenges with clarity and purpose.